Good morning. This is Robin Bates, and this is one of my final videos to you. I think I have maybe two more, three more. So I'm going to spend the last videos and times talking to you, just kind of reviewing what we learned this year. Because there's really some takeaways that I think are really important to kind of follow up or come back to so that you remember them, because they're kind of foundational. So the one I want to talk about today is dialectics. So this was one of the first things we talked about at the beginning of the year. Dialectics is kind of a foundational concept for DBT. And what it means is there's more than one way to see a situation or solve a problem. All people have unique qualities and different points of view, right? So change is the only constant. But what it does is dialectics helps you get to that middle path. And DBT is all about like wise mind, which is in the middle, right? It's that balance. So dialectical thinking helps you get unstuck when you're in a conflict with someone, or you're in a standoff, maybe with a teacher or with a parent or a sibling, right? And you just cannot get past a conflict. Or maybe someone has a completely different belief system than you, and so you're feeling stuck with them, and you just can't seem to work around it. Dialectical thinking is wonderful for that. So as you can see, we get confronted with opportunities to use dialectical thinking, especially in this country, all the time. So what it is recognizing that two opposing things can be true at the same time. Two opposing beliefs can be honored at the same time. Two opposing truths, two different truths, can be honored at the same time. So when you realize that, then it gets you out of black and white thinking. And remember when I talked about black and white thinking and all or nothing thinking is a clue that you're no longer in your wise mind, right? Now you've flipped your lid and your amygdala is thinking there's a perceived threat somewhere, right? And so you're all or nothing. And when you get stuck like that, that's because we need to calm down, and we need to get our frontal lobes working, and we need to get back in our wise mind. And one way to do that is to trick your brains. Another one of those Jedi mind tricks. Trick your brain into thinking that both things are true. All you have to do is just convince yourself, right? Just, oh, well, what if the teacher is true and I am true at the same time? What would that look like? And all of a sudden, boom, it completely changes your perspective, and your brain calms down because your brain doesn't think there's a threat anymore, because you're not thinking in black and white anymore. So your brain's like, oh, both things are true. Okay, I guess I can settle down. There's no threat anymore. So when you're in a standoff, with someone else, trying to put yourself in their shoes and go, oh, well, I guess even if I can't understand where they're coming from with this, I can at least understand that this is true for them. This is absolutely true for them, as much as my point of view is true for me. And then all of a sudden you'll find some middle ground, and you can find some gray area, and you kind of get into acceptance, right? It doesn't mean you need to give up your ideals, give up your values, sell out, right? It just helps you avoid seeing the world in all or nothing or black and white ways. So you're honoring the truth on both sides. And it doesn't mean you have to compromise. It seems so counterintuitive, right? But then once you practice it, it's like, oh, wow, okay. Because we all have different realities. So here's some examples. I'm going to read them here out of the book. I'm doing the best I can, and I need to do better, try harder, be more effective, more motivated to change, right? So when you use the word but in a sentence, like, I'm doing the best I can, but it's not good enough, all right? That word, B-U-T, usually means that you're in black and white thinking. You're going, it's all this and not that. It cancels out the first thing that you said. But if you use the word and instead, it allows both to be true. Here's another example. I can do this and it's going to be hard. My mom is strict and she really cares about me. You are tough and you are gentle, right? This homework is really hard and I'm going to persevere and get through it, right? So it doesn't cancel out the first thing that you said in sentence. Otherwise, it's almost like a waste of words, right? So see if you can think about statements that you might make that you could replace the word but with a and d, and see how it feels. I get corrected all the time, or I'll correct myself. I'll say, I am so tired, but I got to do this. I am so tired, and I have to do this. And sometimes you can say, instead of have or got to, you can say get to. I am so tired, and I get to do this. It totally changes the way you feel. So that's just a reminder. Dialectical, just remember both opposing thoughts. It's not always the case, right? There are some actual reality facts that can't be changed. But there are way more opinions than there are facts, right? So what I'm talking about are people's realities and what they believe about things. So I hope I get to see all of you this morning, and I hope you have a great week, and happy Monday. Bye.